I realised there was two other things that I missed out. I bought this for £1 and I have used the batteries. I've put the batteries in there to make sure it works, and it does work. It's green. I was hoping it was pink, but it's not. It's green. But yes, or I was hoping it was multicolored. But anyway, for £1, I think it's still pretty good. And I also bought that, which is 99p. And this was from a different store, not from the one that was closing down, but just from another one. But I think it's very it's quite girly. But to be honest, I've got a feeling I might end up giving it to Alicia. I'll probably put it in my bag, in my cupboard, lose it for a couple of years, and then find it again and be like, oh, that's perfect for a child. So I'll probably end up going to Sophie's daughter. But anyway, I um, um, I was watching actually something on TV. I don't watch TV that much, but I've put on the TV, and there's this girl who's had loads and loads of plastic surgery, and her tits are like that big, and she looks way overdone. She's obviously got a mental illness. I think so many people here have a mental illness, but it's strange because I was talking about how it would be £3,000 to correct my teeth, and if you looked at my teeth, you could see that they're not straight, and these two go in that direction. So I have quite a problem, but it's weird to think. She was saying that she can make £3,000 in like one day just by being like a whore or whatever, but not actually having sex, just sort of being like oh, I'm made for you, or just saying a bunch of weird stuff. I think people are mentally ill. I think any guy that would watch her videos and think, you know what, I want to help this girl get more surgery. I mean, I think it's absolutely insane, but I kind of want to show it just because it's absolutely insane.
Looks over everything, so I spend a lot of money on the stuff that I put into my body, such as food and that kind of thing, and I spend a lot of money on getting the right kind of filler, the right kind of the best product.
Wondering if this is a bit quiet.
No, this is so much fun. I just have such a fun life with it, and I would never want it to change.
How do you differentiate?
I think she looked quite pretty before.
Obsession, I think, with the way you look, and addiction. What's the line for you?
So, an addiction is where you feel like you need to do something in order to be happy or to feel good, and like it's like a scratch you need to itch, isn't it? I don't have that at all. It's like something I do for a purpose.
I would argue that she is definitely addicted to the surgery, because she doesn't look like a Barbie doll. She looks fake. She doesn't look real. Why has she got a mental illness that makes her want to look not like a nice Barbie doll, but like a fake one? You know, I like her colours. I just that those lips are not they're not nice. I don't think they look attractive at all.
Is the purpose now? Is it on some part keeping your subscribers engaged and interested in what you're doing?
So I'm not doing it for likes. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for any of that. I'm just blessed that I'm able to also make it a living, and people do love what I'm doing. And so it's just a win-win, really.
I think she's doing it because she's got a mental illness. This isn't to do for money. This is just, I felt good when I first got surgery, and I want to continue getting surgery. You can't see the colours on this again because it looks blue right now, but yeah, her lips, they're quite nice colours actually, to be honest, but she looks very fake.
Honestly, being plastic is fantastic. So a lot of the things I have had, many of my fans pay for. Some even have said, like, don't show me, just give me the bill. Right, so do you want to see how I actually fund most of my plastic surgery with my content?
I would love that.
Okay.
I'll stay here.
Yeah?
I'll wait for you.
You'll wait for me, and I'll come and I'll change.
Okay.
She's saying that she does have a mental illness and that thing.
So I wanted to film a little video because I feel like it's time. My skin is now stretched a bit, so I can get my boobs even bigger, and to see if there's anybody that likes to support.
I think this is absolutely shocking. Like, her boobs are big, and they look very fake, and they look like balloons it looks bad. It looks really bad, and you know, I don't really If you want to have surgery, fine, but again, to get them even bigger, I mean, I just don't understand this. I think I don't understand this.
Fill me with more plastic.
Got it.
Yeah. Mm. Hi, babe. Would you like these huge bolted on tits? My big juicy lips. I'm just made to please men like you. Being a sex object. If you wanna help me get my tits even bigger. Thank you, guys.
How much would it be for a refill then?
A refill is about £3,000.
Okay. So this tips in this video would more than cover that.
100%.
Okay, so I will let you carry on making your content.
Okay, I don't want to say this. I don't want to make this video to just shame her and insult her. I want to make this video to just kind of expose how awful the world is. I mean, are there seriously guys that would watch that and be like, oh, that girl is my idol. I want to wank over that. How can anyone find that attractive? I don't understand. I think she has some sort of mental illness, and she doesn't look good. And I don't know why she thinks she looks good, and I don't know why she wants more. I mean, maybe there's the chance that she's just making this for the documentary, and she's just talking about, I'm going to get more because she wants to make a documentary. Now, if that's the reason why she's wanting them to be bigger, because she's making a documentary and she's just trying to come up with some sort of shocking story, well, that kind of makes sense. But I think the world is completely mentally ill. I mean, if there's hundreds of thousands of guys that would be turned on by what she just did, I just think that guys are turned on by mentally ill people, and maybe they're turned on by mentally ill people because they're mentally ill. You know, I don't understand Islam and how they would not want their wife to be educated, not want their children or daughters to be educated. That to me is a sign that they want their women stupid because they themselves are stupid. You don't want a wife that's more intelligent than you. You want a wife that's an idiot. And if you're an idiot, then you have to make sure that they don't get educated beyond the age of 12. Why? Because you're still thinking like a 12-year-old, and you don't want a wife that's more intelligent than you. Why? Because why would you want a wife that's more intelligent than you when you have no intelligence? You know, obviously she's going to move on and not like you. So it's almost like a way of controlling people by keeping them dumb. And I think in a similar kind of way, you know, if you are attracted to a girl who just looks fake and obviously is fake, because this isn't a real relationship that you're having. If you're going online and you're listening to girls like this that just talking to anyone and just trying to get money off people for saying things like, I don't want to insult her. You know, she's making a living. I understand why she's doing that. She's making a living. She's making an interesting documentary. It's the guys that would watch this or watch her do that and just think, wow, I am so turned on by it. Why would you be turned on by that? Why would you be turned on by a woman that hasn't been educated beyond the age of 12 and is still thinking like a child? Why is that attractive to you? I don't understand. Why is a woman with a big fat lips and looking like some sort of fake plastic Barbie doll who just wants to be your sort of sex slave, when really she doesn't? She's just saying it obviously so she can get your money. But you have to understand the psychology of guys and how messed up they must be in their head. You know, I don't understand the psychology of a guy that would go to a stranger's house to have 10 minutes of sex with them and then give them, you know, £200 or whatever, and then leave, or 120 or 100. You know, that guy that called me up, no idea how he got my number or anything. I feel like I've seen him in the past. a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure he started the conversation with your friend. A friend gave me the number, which is just ridiculous because I haven't seen that many people, and I don't know. Maybe it's someone that's watching my YouTube videos, and in which case that makes me ask more questions. You know, why are you watching my videos? And yet, but I don't know because he didn't give me any information. I made it clear that I didn't do hand relief or extras, and he made it clear that he just wanted 10 minutes. And he was happy to pay £120, which obviously is equal to sex. But I don't understand the madness that someone would have to be, and to think that it's a good idea to go to a stranger's house and have 10 minutes of sex with them and give them £120 and then never see them again unless you give them more money. I don't understand that, and I don't understand why someone would watch that and think, oh, let's help her get her boobs even bigger. Let's give. She wants £3,000 to. Her boobs are massive, and let's give her £3,000 to make her boobs even bigger. It's like they're giving money to want her to help build up her mental illness and make her think that more is better. And I don't understand. It's why would anyone pay? I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that those are way too big. You know, I would never pay anything to help someone like that get bigger boobs. But if there are a bunch of people who are doing that, I feel like they're doing that because they can recognize that this girl has a mental illness, and it's almost like out of spite or out of nastiness, they would happily give her more money. And she says she can make 3,000. I don't know if that's true or not. She says she can make 3,000 in a day to help make her boobs bigger, providing she does things like that to do this. But I feel like anyone that would be paying money to make her boobs bigger, they must be just sick in the head. Just a bunch of sick lunatics that are looking at her thinking, wow, this girl is more insane than I am, and I'm willing to give my money to her to make her damage her body even more. That is sick, and the whole not educating women so that they're still as dumb as a 12-year-old. You know, there's so much mental illness. This whole world is full of mental illness, and it's just shocking how bad it is.